Hi guys, this is Crafty Cat and Smokey the Bird coming to you from camp. So we are out at our camp, which is a cottage or a cabin, you might call it, at Gully Bay, which is a bay on Lake Superior. So I've been out here, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. I'm kind of losing track of time now. It's been raining every single day until today, and it just stopped raining about an hour and a half ago. So anyway, Smokey is preening. She may or may not talk. I don't know. It's beautiful out now because the sun finally came out for the past hour, but before that it was all gray skies, torrential downpour rain. So I've just been in the camp watching movies, relaxing, and hanging out with the bird. So anyway, I thought that we would do some kitting up. So just give me a minute while I move the camera down so you can see what we're doing. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I think we're on camera now, and I will be working on this diamond painting for my first diamond painting out at camp. I had some issues with my light pad. The whole mechanism that lets this be plugged in came almost all the way out. I was able to put it back in here, but I have to keep it secured here and here or it will slide right out. So I think I need to order a new light pad when I come home. This one has had some pretty heavy duty use. But anyway, I'm just gonna move this back a little bit, and I've got this case because this kit only has 24 colors, so we can use the smaller case. Excuse me while I throw everything around. I'm just trying to get my scissors out. And let's put all this wax away. I brought a bunch of extra wax. And as you can see, I broke the tip of one of my pens, so we won't be using that one. So yeah, so this is Flower and Vase. I had this one labeled, so this one was easy to find, thank God. Some of them are really hard to find. Oh, and if you hear any noise in the background, that's my air cleaner. I can't turn it off because my neighbors decided to get 2 horses. And oh my God, they're beautiful, but they stink so badly. And I'm really, really allergic to horses. So I can't open my windows when the wind is blowing from their house to mine. Yeah, it's not nice. These properties aren't big enough to have horses. Those horses, they don't have any room. I feel really bad for them, actually. Like, the properties are not big enough to have horses out here. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can organize these colors. Let's see if I can find color number 1. Cuckoo, Smokey, cuckoo. So I've got the overhead light on and the lamp on, but I'm going to have to put my glasses on. So here's color number 1. So you guys, I've been really enjoying just lying around and resting and relaxing. I overdid it trying to get ready to come out here. I really overdid it, like a lot. Getting all my videos ready for you guys so that my channel wouldn't go dead while I was away. And it felt really good to take, I think it was 4 days, just to do absolutely nothing but watch movies and eat junk food. And whenever there was 10 minutes without rain, I'd go sit down by the water. But the mosquitoes come out a lot after a rain, so that was probably a bad idea on my part. I got a lot of bites. So I'm really hoping that when the warm weather comes back that it won't stink too badly for me to go outside, because if I can't go outside, then I can't enjoy my camp anymore. I do enjoy sitting inside and looking out the window. I've got a gorgeous view, but when I'm out here, I'm usually out sitting down by the water. I like reading down by the water. I like having my coffee down by the water. I like just watching the water. I go swimming, I go kayaking, and almost every time I've gone outside, unless the wind is heavy and coming from the other direction, it smells so bad that I have to come back up. Like, I almost vomit. The smell is so bad. So, yeah. Smokey, I said I almost vomited and Smokey burped. Smokey, are you going to talk for people, Smoke? Or are you just going to make rude noises again? Here's number 3. Oh, sorry, hit the camera. It's now officially my video. Anyway, I hate to complain, but I do love animals. I love dogs. I love all animals, but I don't like farm animal smells this close to where I'm living. I really do not appreciate that. So, and there's nothing I can do, you know. But even when we, like, my parents eventually want to sell this property, and the value of the property is going to go down significantly because of the horses next door. I mean, they're beautiful horses. I talk to them every time I go outside. They're just, Smokey, stop making rude noises. They're just through the bush a little bit. I can still kind of see them. And they scare me at night because when I go outside at night, I forget that they're there. And then I hear them and I jump a mile because we have bears. And we have a bear that likes to poop around my property. And last year it was pooping circles around my property. And you're wondering, well, doesn't that smell bad? But no, it doesn't smell as bad as horse poop. I don't know why. Maybe because the bears around here eat mostly berries. I don't know. I mean, I imagine if the bear was eating fish or something, it would be gross. What a weird topic. But anyway, I usually just shovel it into the bush or hose it down. And they just, you know, last year he did 4 poops around my house to let me know he was here, I guess, or she. And this year, so far, it's only been 1 poop, but right next to the back door. So that was not fun. Because I haven't seen the bear, so when I go outside at night, I hear the horses and I think it's the bear, because if the horses do like a whinny or a neigh sound, like a horse sound that I could recognize as a horse sound, then I know it's the horses, but I'm not used to them yet. And I didn't know horses make like a lot of different sounds that you wouldn't expect from a horse, maybe, or I wouldn't, because I grew up a city person other than out here, and the only animals I see out here are the occasional bear and raccoons, and there used to be rabbits when I was little, wild rabbits, and lots and lots of dogs. So far my dog friends have not been out here. My dog friends from last year, they also belong to my neighbor. Well, they belong to his children. And, well, I guess the mothers of the children have custody. He has a lot of different children from different mothers. And all the dogs belong to different sets of children and different, like, ex-girlfriends and ex-wives. So I'm still hoping that if those kids come out, they'll bring those dogs. There's 2 beautiful little girls over there right now. They're just toddlers. They're just adorable. But I don't recognize the woman he's with this year. I said hi, but she didn't really stop and talk to me. Smoke, how would you feel? Are you like country people and the smell of horse doesn't bother you? I mean, I love horses. I think they're beautiful. I like to visit them. I just don't want them, you know, really close to me like that when I could. I don't know why I'm so sensitive to that smell. It's very overpowering. I think what he's doing is he's throwing the poop in the bush between their property and our property. I think that's what's happening. Here's color number 8. One year they had chickens. I loved the chickens. I didn't mind the chickens. And they had a rooster. The rooster woke me up every morning. But they only lasted 1 year. The dogs only lasted 1 year so far. They haven't been back so far. So maybe the horses will only last 1 year before they find a new home for them. I don't know. Or maybe the horses, like, they don't have a barn. There's nowhere for the horses to go to get out of the weather. So hopefully if they're keeping them, they'll build a barn. I really worry about animals, like, a lot. But yeah, like it was, we had torrential downpours. And those horses really had nowhere to go to get away from it, except for the kids have a tree house that's like built in a big tree, and it's a pretty big tree house. So they would go under the tree house to get out of the rain. So like my heart goes out to them. And I haven't seen anybody ride them yet, but I think that's because the weather has been really nasty. I don't think people want to ride a horse when it's such bad weather. Last year, he told me he was thinking of getting cows and goats. So I just don't know where he's going to put them because it's not a big property. Right now, the horses, they're penned in with an electric fence that goes around their property. But the horses, I watch them and it's so funny. I watch through my kitchen window. The horses have access to their front and back door. So when the horses want attention, they just walk right up onto their porch and they kick at their door and they make noise, and like you can see them nudging the door with their heads. So it's pretty funny. They're really beautiful horses. They're brown. One is a lighter brown and the other one is a darker brown. Yeah, bird. Smoke. Yeah, there's horses next door, Smokey. Did you hear them? So, they're really beautiful animals. Maybe I'll get used to the smell. I hope so, because it's horrible. I'm not a bird. Are you a bird? Or did you say, am I a girl? To me, I heard, are you a burl? Which sounded like halfway between a bird and a girl. Smokey, what did you say? You didn't say what, I said what. Ooh. What does a horse say, Smokey? No, that's what a bird says. You don't know what a horse says, because I don't know how to do that sound. I never taught her what a horse says. It's a pretty color. Smoke. I have not kitted up in such a long time, you guys. These colors are beautiful. I'm not a bird. You're the bird. You're an African gray parrot, Smokey. That's the kind of bird you are. Yeah. African gray parrot. What? I think that's a beautiful color. This is going to be a really pretty diamond painting. I have not diamond painted in a long time. I'm very much looking forward to it. So I've been watching Battlestar Galactica, really enjoying it. And I watched 2 seasons of Alone, which is a survival game where usually they drop one person in the wilderness and they have to survive as long as they can. And whoever lasts the longest out of all of the 10 contestants wins $500,000. So I watched 1 season of that normal one, and then I watched season 5 where they did 2 people. So they had like husband and wife team and brother team and father and son teams. I really love that color. I'm getting a little wee bit of static, but not much. But anyway, it seemed so unfair because they dropped them off in British Columbia on Vancouver Island. And because they were having teams, they decided one team would have to walk 10 kilometers through the bush to meet their other partner. But it's not like walking through a nice forested trail where there's giant trees growing and like there's bare space in between the trees. It's like pure bush out there. So like they had no way of getting through basically. So it was pure torture watching these poor people try to hike the 10 kilometers without any like regular food source, you know, other than what they were carrying. They're each allowed to have 10 things, each team. So each team member got 5 things. Plus they had to carry all of their camera equipment because there was no one filming them. They were filming themselves. So they had a 60-pound bag they had to carry for 10 kilometers through pure bush where there was like no bare space. I hope I did the right color. Okay, this is number 15 here. So I really enjoyed watching that. And the two people who won that, and this is like a really old show. It was out, season 5 was out a long time ago, so there won't be any spoilers unless you've never watched it before. But the team that won, they were from Toronto. They were two brothers. And I really didn't think they were going to win. I thought this other couple, husband and wife team, were going to win. Because the woman was like a powerhouse. She was the only woman out of all, like on the whole set of people, like the 10 teams. She was the only woman. And her husband was the one doing the hiking. She built an entire shelter for him so that he would have somewhere to get out of the wet, because it rains every day there. It's like, it's a rainforest, right? So she built a beautiful shelter. It was like almost like a dugout shelter where it went partially underground and then it came up, and she had it all so that no wind could get in. There was a tarp on the top. She had an indoor fire pit with a chimney so that the smoke could get out. It was like the nicest shelter I had ever seen. And he got there, and the first thing he said was, "Oh, nice shelter, but we're going to have to build a decent one for the cold." I mean, she did all that work, and then they built a beautiful shelter. They built an actual log cabin. It was beautiful with a fireplace, but she was thin to begin with, and she was like a workhorse, this woman. She expended so many calories building that beautiful little log cabin that they couldn't win because she lost too much weight, and they were just eating fish and crabs and snails, like stuff like that. And, you know, they had one duck. They caught one duck one day. But anyway, she couldn't get enough calories to sustain her life. She lost so much weight. And she was skinny to begin with, but strong. And she was really getting sick and dizzy. And he was chubby to begin with. And I thought, you idiot. She made the perfect shelter. And yeah, I mean, the cabin they made was gorgeous. It was beautiful. They had beds. They could sit up. They could stand up. It was great. But I think they could have won if they wouldn't have built that nice little cabin. Because the shelter that she built all by herself was nicer than any shelter I've ever seen on any of those types of videos, you know? Those games. I don't watch a whole lot of them, but I think that was number 16, right? See, I made a mistake. I'm not paying attention. What color was this just here? Because it says this is 16, and I have 16 here, which means this is probably 20. Because I keep wanting to grab it from the wrong end. I'm pretty sure this is number 20. So I'm just going to take the lid for number 20 and put it on here. And see, this is 16. No, that's 19. Here's 16. Yeah, the only one that was missing was 20. So I was just not paying attention. So here's number 16. What if I cut them all? Okay, 17, 18, 19, and here's 16. I made a mistake on my number, Smokey. Oh yeah, but it was such a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I like Battlestar Galactica. I watched the one, I think it was made in the 90s. Katie Sackhoff plays Starbuck. And I really love Battlestar Galactica, except for the episodes that are all about politics. There's this guy who's on, I forget his name. I hate him so much. He's like this evil guy who's on the prison ship. I hate every episode with him in it, and I don't even want to watch it because that's how much I hate that guy. Which means he's a really good actor because I absolutely hate his character. Anyway. I just spilled 2 of them, but I can get them. Woo-woo, Smokey, woo-woo. She's watching me. She likes all the colors. Pretty colors? She would like to get her beak on all of these, I can tell you. She'd be throwing them all around. Here's number 18. 18. So every day, to try to counteract the junk food I've been eating at night while I'm watching movies, I've been eating real healthy during the day. I've been having like a giant salad every day for lunch. I've been having fruit for breakfast. Sundays for supper, I just have another salad. One day I had, what did I have? I don't even remember, but I've been eating healthy during the day. And then at night, it's like chips, chocolate bars, cookies. I'm really bad. And that's what camp is all about. Every time I come to camp, I buy all the junk food that I don't eat in town. But we've done that since we were kids. Camp always meant junk food. I brought like healthy food too, like lots of vegetables and fruits and meat. I hate cooking meat. This is a really pretty color. I really like that color. I brought some shrimp and some rice, and I plan on making some shrimp and rice. I brought some pasta. So it wasn't, you know, I brought some foods that are not just like easy to make, but I do eat a whole lot of salads when I'm out here. I even eat, like I make noodle salad with tuna and noodles, and I put celery, and I usually cut up an apple. I like an apple in there, and I throw like whatever I feel like having that day. Only 4 more colors left, and number 21 is beautiful. So what are you guys all doing for the summer? I hope you guys aren't being impacted by that tornado, not a tornado, what is it? That hurricane. I think that's why we're having so much rain here. We're getting the tail end of that hurricane, and I don't have TV out here, and I only have limited data, so I just check the news in the morning when I get up, and I think I'm going to stop doing that because it's so depressing. But I did see that a lot of places had a lot of really bad flooding. I really feel bad. I hope you guys are all safe and you're not in the flood zones. We had such torrential rain one night that I opened the door. We have an awning, I guess, over the back door, so I could stand on the little back door patio. It's just a little small, tiny patio, but I could stand there and not get wet. But the water running off the awning was like a waterfall. It was crazy how much water was coming off the roof. I never saw it that heavy out here. I could have literally had a shower in the yard. It was like raining that heavy. But thank God, no flooding. But everything's nice and green. And I like that I don't have to worry about fires when it's that wet, you know. Last year we had fires close by and it was really scary. Hey, Smokey. But I'm looking forward to the nicer weather coming so I could get my kayak out and go swimming. Last color, you guys, number 24. Hey, Smoke. There. We are all kitted up. I'm all kitted up, Smokey. We are good to go. This is the one I'm going to be working on first. I don't know how many I'll get done. I don't know how long my light pad is going to last, because it's literally hanging in there by a wish and a prayer right now. I think I'm going to get some tape and tape it down. I have some Gorilla tape, and maybe that will help. So I'll do that before I start working on it. And because this whole black portion, like this whole top part of my light pad wants to peel right off. This part here, but it still works. So that's good. Maybe I can fix it. I don't have any electrical tape, so I'm going to use Gorilla tape. Hopefully that'll help. I put Gorilla tape on everything. But anyway, I apologize for all the complaining I did about the smell of the horses. I should not have started recording this video immediately after going outside to enjoy my hour of sunshine that we finally got. It just smelled so bad I thought I was going to be sick, and that sent me off on a tangent. I'm sorry. When the wind is not coming from that way, it's not bad. So I just have to always hope for wind coming from this direction, or the back, or the front, but anywhere but from the left. When the wind's coming from that way, oh my God, it's bad. And on days where there's no wind at all, also very bad. So I gotta hope for a windy summer with the winds coming from the right direction. Hey, Smokey? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna show you Smokey for the sign-off. That's who you heard talking. Smokey, do you want to say bye? Smoke. She's just... yeah, I don't think she's going to say bye. But anyway, you can see the lake out there. I've got a beautiful view. It's starting to get dark now, although it looks pretty bright in the camera. What time is it? Yeah, it's 20 after 8, so in another hour it'll start getting dark. So, but it's like darker than it was an hour ago because all the clouds are moving back in again. Anyway, so that's it for the Kidding Up video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified when I have videos out. And most importantly of all, take care, stay safe, happy crafting, and bye for now. Bye, guys.